Well, hey guys, this is Scott from this Nomadic Idea. Today it is hot outside. We're going to talk about air conditioners, generators, solar, and how to solve that problem when it's 95, you're on a solar grid, and your solar just can't keep up with this old clankety RV air conditioner. Actually, ours isn't even that old. It's just inefficient. So I'm going to show you a product on how to solve that problem. My AC is running right now, and I'm going to tell you the truth about generators and air conditioning, especially when you live off-grid. Okay, so let's talk about the truth. Most off-grid YouTube channels they're just not going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this though, because it's the truth. There are times when you're going to have to run your generator when you are off-grid. Just because you're off-grid and you spent $20,000 on a solar system, okay, which we have not yet, but just because you do, there are times you're gonna have to run your generator. And one of those times is when you wanna run a inefficient air conditioner on your vintage Airstream, which we have. Now we have a new air conditioner. It's actually quite good. We don't really run it that much, but it's to a point where it's 95. It's hot. We've got two dogs living in an aluminum beer can, and it's just uncomfortably hot. I've got the Blue Eddy AC200L, which is just a little shy of being able to run the air conditioner. Why? It can run it. It can't keep up with it. And so I can't put enough solar panels in that particular unit for it to run and get charged all the time. Plus I couldn't run anything else, which is really the case anyway with the generator on. So, you know, when you get up to like your big solar systems, then you're probably gonna have a mini split. You're probably gonna have a different type of air conditioner that runs on a lot less power, and you'll be fine. But for some people that are just starting out, or they just bought off-grid land and they're living in their RV, or they're vacationing in their RV in the summertime, and they have to run the generator in the summer to turn on the air conditioner, I'm going to show you a product that makes it a lot easier to do. But the truth is, you just got to run your generator sometimes. We got to run it in the winter, we got to run it in the summertime, and I've got all kinds of solar. Right now I'm pulling in probably 1,300 watts of solar, and I still have to run the generator. Okay, so the problem was our generator, either solar or our Predator 3500, could not keep up with the electrical demands of our air conditioners. Most can't. It kept on tripping the breaker on our Predator, and so you know, when the compressor turns on, it was just too much of an amperage haul and voltage haul for the generator to keep up with it. So I could only run the AC for like 30 minutes before it tripped. All right, the swamp cooler that we have, that we've done 2 videos on, that works great. In fact, I usually have that on 95% of the time instead of the air conditioner. But when it gets up to, you know, 95 degrees, the swamp cooler is fine if you're sitting in front of it, but it doesn't cool the entire Airstream. It's great for the dogs, but Scott sweats like you know, someone living on the sun behind the swamp cooler. So it doesn't cool off the entire Airstream. So at that case, in that time, we have to run the air conditioner. So how do we solve that problem? Well, you could buy a soft start and you could hardwire it in to your AC unit. The problem with that was that I didn't want to take the air conditioner apart. I didn't want to hardwire it in, first of all, and I didn't want to sit on top of the Airstream when it's 97 degrees, 95 degrees outside. I'd have to do it at night. And I didn't want to do it at night. So I found a company called Softstart USA, SoftStartUP, and it really is kind of a plug and play. You plug it into your generator or in between your 30 amp cord, and it acts like a soft startup. It is a soft startup for your AC. I've had this thing running now for about 40 minutes. I'm testing it out today. So far, so good. It really does help your generator keep up with your air conditioner voltage needs and amperage needs. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. So this soft startup acts just like any other hardwire soft startup that would be in your air conditioner. This is a plug and play, so you can plug it right into your 30 amp cord, as you can see here. I have it plugged right into the generator. It does come with a 50 amp female and male, so you're going to have to get a 50 to 30 converter cord. So it does come with a 50 to 30 dog bone that comes with the SoftStart. I would recommend buying this SoftStart at the manufacturer's website, not on Amazon. One, you get a promo code if you buy it on their website, and two, I bought some of these products before on Amazon. Sometimes I think it's their offshoots, and you're never really sure if it's actually from the manufacturer. So I bought it right from SoftStartUp. And I got a much better deal on it, and I got it within 3 days. So really reliable shipping for them, and I thought the customer service was really good. So anyway, it's been 40 minutes. I just heard the compressor work go on. Let's see if it's still working. Okay, so the compressor on the air conditioner, that has actually flipped on twice now. Normally when the compressor turns on after it's been running for a minute, that's when it tripped the Predator. It's gone on twice. It has not tripped twice now, so I think we're good. So far it's been running, I'd say, for about 40 minutes. So let's go inside and see what the temperature is. Dino, you happy? Got a little air conditioning now? Are you happy? Caledonia happy? Okay, so let's talk about the swamp cooler and talk about, the generator thing. So with the swamp cooler, if it's 95, if I have the swamp cooler on, anything in front of the swamp cooler, I can get it down in here to about 86 degrees, which is doable for the dogs. They're not panting, the fan's on them, electricity's on, they're fine. Behind the swamp cooler, it's probably 10 degrees warmer. So the swamp cooler does really work up into a point where it just doesn't work for anybody sitting behind the swamp cooler. We have an Airstream, so we have the couch on one side, the bed on the other side, so it doesn't effectively work for the entire Airstream. Okay, so the compressor just turned on. Let's see if the air conditioner goes back on. Okay, so it worked perfectly. It kind of like the compressor went on. I thought it was going to turn off, but it kicked back on just the way it's supposed to. And generator's still running; it's not tripped, and so the soft start works exactly the way it's supposed to work. Well, good morning. Start of another day. Want to give you an update on that soft start. It did not work. So it ran for like an hour, and as the AC ran more and more and more, it just would pop the breaker on the Predator 3500 more and more and more. So it was really like every 10 minutes, and at one point in time I would turn off the air conditioner before the breaker would pop on the Predator, and then turn the air conditioner back on, and that worked. But that was like every 10 to 15 minutes at best. And the whole idea is to get this thing running, for a few hours. So if I needed to run into town or something, I'd be able to do that. But it did not work. And I want to be honest with you guys and tell you it didn't work for us. Our channel has never been a channel where we pimp out products for the sake of pimping out products. I know my friends, downsizing makes sense. They've bought this product, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have bought it. It was $500 to buy this thing. Amazon has mixed reviews on it, but this company does have a really good return policy, and their customer service is really good. So I'm going to trust the fact that they're going to stand behind their product. And I'm going to fill out the form. I don't know whether I'm going to get another one or I just want my money back. At this point, I'm kind of leaning towards getting my money back, but I'm going to talk to them first before I do that. And so, you know, we'll see. So anyway, yeah, I just want to let you guys know it did not work. You know, for whatever reason, the Predator 3500 just cannot keep up with this air conditioner, whether we have a soft start or not. Now, I do have a construction generator. You know, it's like a 10,000 watt generator. It runs continuously at 7,200, but it's just loud. I think everybody in Arizona to hear that thing running, and I didn't really want to do that. So, and when I do that, I have to unplug everything. You know, we only have a 20 amp service for the air conditioner in the Airstream. We have a 30 amp service but the air conditioner runs by itself on a 20 amp. So, you know, you can't really plug in a lot of other things in the Airstream while you're turning on the air conditioner. So, having said that, we have ran the AC on a post at like when we're at an RV park or you know, somewhere else. You know, and the AC has ran fine, but the Predator 3500 max amps is 25 amps. So for some reason it is shooting well over 25 amps, and the Predator 3500 just doesn't like it. Anyway, running for a long time. It'll run for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes fine, but after that it just doesn't want to run anymore. So anyway, that's the update. Yeah, we don't pimp out products on this channel. And I test the hell out of them before I will ever endorse a product. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go into the garden. I think I'm gonna harvest for the first time today, and maybe I'll make another video on that. We've got some romaine lettuce that's going really good. Strawberries are doing well. Onions, everything's going really good. So I think that's what I'm gonna do this morning. To keep my mind off of the scorching heat that I'm about to endure this afternoon. So anyway, we'll see you guys later. Bye.